Hello everyone, so today I'm going to be talking about this, the Ricoh GR3X, and how careful I've been not to drop it the last hour. So yeah. So firstly, I just want to start this off by saying this isn't going to be like a technical review where I look at, every little feature of this thing. It's just going to be my thoughts and experiences for the 3 days that I took it camping with me. So, lo and behold, I didn't love this camera. That's not to say I hated it. I know, clickbait. This is a great camera. Yes, it's tiny, it fits in your pocket, it's silent, it allows you to get up close and personal for those street shots, but I just can't justify keeping it. And it's not for some stupid or pretentious reason like, oh, it's not good at sports photography, like obviously, or oh, it's not analog, I'm James, I'm a hipster, I shoot film. I thought, honestly, I was gonna get this camera and kind of fall in love with it and then be in this difficult position where I couldn't really afford to keep it, but I didn't want to get rid of it. But honestly, after shooting with it for this, past week, bye. So firstly, let's talk about the things that I did like. These images that I'm showing you right now are completely unedited. There's been no processing, no cropping, nothing at all. I think the JPEGs that come out of this camera are beautiful and even nicer than Fuji's. The lens is just really sharp and this camera is a joy to shoot with. The compact form factor is just minuscule, like it slides in and out of any pocket or orifice with ease. And you can take a picture directly of someone's eyeballs and I don't even think they'd notice it in your hand. The boot up time is just unnoticeably fast and I love the way it kind of opens and closes when you power it on and off. And whilst yes, the smallness of this thing might seem kind of cumbersome to hold, I found that it had dials in like all the right places and everything just felt great. It's almost like there was a dial or wheel for everything. Now, onto the battery life of this thing. When I was watching reviews of it, just lusting over it, everyone was saying how the battery life was just really poor and you'd only get around 200 shots of charge. Now, I found that wasn't the case at all. All in all, I took about 360 shots over the weekend and powered the camera on and off each time. And it never depleted past, full charge once. Now, that might have just been because I had it on and off so much that I never really registered how much battery was left on it to display, but it never showed any signs of, being a low charge or depleting. And hell, I don't even think I've charged it since, and it still says it's on 2 bars, which is just confusing because everyone else says it's so poor, but yeah, I don't know what that's about. So, what were some of the negatives that I picked up whilst using this camera? Well, I really kind of missed having a viewfinder or an articulating screen. I think that adding a viewfinder or a screen would kind of probably mean, you sacrifice some of the pocketability of this camera, which I don't think a lot of people would be happy about. I just found the screen wasn't really bright enough on those sunny days, and it was just so hard to see that it was more of a point and pray than a point and shoot. And it's controversial that I'm gonna say this because this camera wasn't designed for this, but the video on this thing is just like abysmal. Like, I don't even know why they bothered even adding it to the camera. There's even a dedicated video button here, which basically just turns the entire thing into a piece of garbage. Like, I get this isn't designed for video, and I never really tried or intended to shoot videos. You can't manually adjust any settings, but for some reason can use the vibration reduction in video mode. I just feel like I would have rather have had them, leave the video mode off of this camera. Like if they just really just doubled down on the whole, this is a street photography pocket camera instead. They added this, limp video mode, which was probably neutered on purpose because, anything worthwhile would just further reduce the allegedly poor battery life. The pocket power this thing offers is insane, but honestly, I found its size to be more of a gimmick than, anything actually necessary, and that's without even talking about the price. So it's been a few days now since I shot the first part of this video, and since then I've actually done quite a bit of street photography, you know, kind of the main focus point of this camera. I went to Birmingham to the photography show there and decided to just bring that with me and then get some street shots in the city. And honestly, I'm quite blown away with this camera. Like, I don't think I'm ready to say I love it yet, especially because, you know, I have to unfortunately give it back. But for in-your-face, fast-paced street photography, this thing really shines. Once again, the battery life exceeded, you know, expectations. I think I got around 360 photos together on the day, and it still said it was at mostly full charge. It's really confusing because there's no mention online of Ricoh putting out any like firmware updates that would fix this. So I have no idea why it's like performing better than everyone else is saying. I'm not sure if everyone's just regurgitating the same information and they hadn't actually checked for themselves like you get with a lot of YouTubers. But I shot this in, you know, a very like heavy way. I had it on and would take, you know, continuous 5-10 pictures at a time. I even shot a lot of video, and yeah, the battery life, you know, it might not be amazing, but it's certainly not as poor as everyone says it is. Like I said before, you can get real up close and personal with this camera. The plethora of AF modes means you're always nailing focus, and this thing is just a lot of fun to shoot with. Like, I was taking so many pictures throughout the day. Now, it starts at about £900 brand new, which is a bit steep. Like, you can get it significantly cheaper used, obviously, but for that price, you're paying for a iconic camera that Ricoh has like refined so well over the years for street photography, and it is something truly special. I'm sad that I have to give it back.
So yeah, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe and follow me on Instagram for more. Bye.
Oh God.